Hi, superstars. It is time for science, and we are on the module Impacts on Earth's Systems, and we're talking about animals changing the environment. We're going to go over some vocabulary. So let's look at this first picture. What does it look like to you? There's an animal, and there's this hole. What do you think that is? Let's see. A burrow. A burrow is a hole or tunnel in the ground that an animal makes to live in. A burrow. So what other animal did we learn about that makes burrows? Was it a prairie dog? Do you remember that? And that's right. All right, let's look at our next vocabulary word. What does that look like? It is a dam. A dam is a wall built across a river to stop the flow of water. That's what a dam is. Do you remember what animal builds a dam? A beaver. Good job, superstars. We had already listened to the story about Bitsy the beaver. So do you remember what happened in the story, Bitsy the beaver? It's about Bitsy, and Bitsy was building a dam. So if you forgot what this story is about, you can go to part 1 of how animals change the environment, and you can listen to the story again, okay? Because you are going to draw a picture in your science notebook on page 152. On page 152, you'll see the vocabulary words that we just spoke about, burrow and dam. So what you're going to do is you are going to draw a picture of an animal building its home and how that's changing the environment. So the word burrow is a home for animals, and the dam is a home for some different animals. So you can choose a burrow or a dam, and I want you to show me, or through your drawing, how an animal is either building a burrow or building a dam. Okay, superstars, get drawing. Now we are going to listen to a story to learn more about how animals change the environment. These changes can be fast and they can be slow. I want you to listen for our vocabulary words, burrow and dam.
Animals can change the environment. Beavers change their environment. Beavers build homes called dams in water. They move branches, mud, and stones and pile them up across a stream. Dams stop water. When it rains, water can flood the land around them. Beavers make their own neighborhood. Beaver dams stop water from flowing. Livestock and bees change the environment. Cows, goats, and sheep are livestock. They eat plants in large grassy areas. They graze or eat a little bit at a time throughout the day. When animals graze, they spread plant seeds. Then new plants grow. Too much grazing can harm the soil. Plants may not grow back fast enough for livestock to have enough to eat. Livestock change grassland. Bees get food called pollen from flowers. Pollen is a sticky powder that helps plants make new plants. Bees carry pollen from flower to flower as they eat. Bees help new plants grow. Plants keep air and water clean. Plants also hold soil in place and can help prevent floods. Bees help flowers grow. Humans change the environment. People can change the environment too. They plant gardens. A garden is an area of land used for growing fruits and vegetables. Before a garden can be planted, the land must be cleared. Soil must be ready for plants and seeds. Farmers grow large areas of crops that they can sell. Other people grow gardens right in their own backyards. People need this food to stay healthy. Changes can be fast or slow. Animals can change an environment quickly. Locusts can crowd over a desert. They eat all of the plants in just a few days. Animals like locusts can cause fast changes. Animals can also change an environment slowly. Prairie dogs build tunnels under the ground. They eat the plants nearby. When the prairie dogs leave, the plants grow back. Animals like prairie dogs can cause slow changes.
Okay, what animal lives in a burrow? Do you remember? Let's listen and find out. I don't think I played this part. Let's listen.
Animals change their environments. Animals make changes. Birds move sticks, leaves, and grass to make their nests in trees. Chipmunks burrow or move dirt as they dig their homes under the ground. Cows eat grass in a field. Each animal changes its environment.
All right, so chipmunks live in a burrow. They dig up their homes under the ground. What does a dam do? Do you remember a dam? What animal builds a dam? Let's find out.
Beavers change their environment. Beavers build homes called dams in water. They move branches, mud, and stones and pile them up across a stream. Dams stop water. When it rains, water can flood the land around them. Beavers make their own neighborhood. Beaver dams stop water from flowing.
So beavers build dams. Do you remember how livestock changes the environment? How do livestock change the environment? Let's listen.
Livestock and bees change the environment. Cows, goats, and sheep are livestock. They eat plants in large grassy areas. They graze or eat a little bit at a time throughout the day. When animals graze, they spread plant seeds. Then new plants grow. Too much grazing can harm the soil. Plants may not grow back fast enough for livestock to have enough to eat. Livestock change grassland.
So livestock are cows, goats, and sheep, and they eat plants in grassy areas. So when they graze, they eat a little bit at a time throughout the day, and that's how they spread seeds so that new plants can grow. Let's watch a video about how animals change the environment.
Did you know many animals change their environment to survive? What does that mean? It means they change things around them to improve their chance of survival. Beavers use their teeth to chop down trees. They put them across a stream to redirect the water. This is called a dam. The dam stops the water flow and forms a pond. The beavers build their home in the new pond that they created. The pond also helps them get food. But they are not the only ones who change their environment. Ants tunnel in the dirt to make their home. They dig an elaborate system of tunnels underground. They use the tunnels to protect themselves from danger and bad weather. They also store food inside. And the tunnels are where new ants are hatched. Look at these birds. They use pieces of tree limbs to make their nests. They also use twigs, grass, and things they find like string. Their nest is their home. They lay their eggs in their safe home. Changing their environment helps these particular animals to survive and live longer. So how do you think people change their environments to survive?
Open your science books to page 152. We watched the video about animals changing environments. Look at the pictures below. What needs does a beaver have? I want you to circle all the needs a beaver meets when it builds a dam. So the first one shows a home. Then there's sunlight and food. So what needs does a beaver meet when it builds its dam? What does it get when it builds a dam? I want you to circle the best answer. Now turn to page 154. Draw a line from the animal to the change it made. So we have a beaver. What changes to the environment does a beaver do? I want you to draw a line showing me which animal made the changes to the environment. So they built their homes. I see a dam and I see a burrow. So draw a line from the correct animal to the correct home. We're going to learn more about how animals help plants. So let's look at the ways the bees and birds make new plants. Here's the bird. Birds help plants make new plants. The bird is eating seeds. The bird flies and spreads the seeds. What do you see here? There's some bees and they are on the flower. Let's see how they help plants. Bees help plants make new plants. Bees carry pollen from flower to flower. Pollen is powder inside a flower that helps make seeds. What do we see here? Do you know what kind of bird that is? That looks like a hummingbird. Do you see its long, thin beak? Let's see how it helps plants. Hummingbirds help plants make seeds. The hummingbird gets food from the flower. Pollen sticks to its beak, and the hummingbird will move the pollen to another flower. How about this bird? What does it look like it's doing? It's eating some kind of berry. Bird helps plants make new plants. The bird is eating berries. Seeds are in the berries. The bird will spread the seeds after it eats the berries. And that is how the animals help plants. Let's open up our science books to page 155. Think of some ways animals help plants. Do you remember how birds help plants? They carry seeds and pollen from one place to another so more plants grow. How about the bees? How did the bees help plants? They also carry pollen from flower to flower. What are other ways you can think of that animals help plants? Maybe a dog catches seeds on their fur and drops them far away. Well, what you're going to do here, you are going to draw or find pictures if you can, and you're going to show ways that animals help plants. You can draw a picture, or if you find a picture in a magazine or in a newspaper, you can glue it on here also. So you're going to show any kind of animal helping to disperse seeds or pollinate plants. All right, good job. Let's turn to page 156 in your science book. Animals change their environments. Sometimes changes are bad for people. Think of a bad change an animal makes. So let's think about a bad change. Well, sometimes there's bugs that chew leaves of plants in a garden, and that's not very nice. How about woodpeckers? Sometimes they peck holes in the wood of people's homes. And birds. Birds sometimes build nests in people's chimneys. So how are some ways that we could stop them from making bad changes without hurting the animals? Well, we could put netting around a porch to stop termites from getting in. We could also probably put spikes on top of a house so birds won't build nests in chimneys. That'll keep them away. So what you're going to do here, you're going to draw a way animals they cause problems. So a way that animals cause problems for humans. So remember, we spoke about termites, probably eating a porch on a house, birds, building a nest in a chimney. You can think of other ways maybe that animals make problems for humans and make your drawing. All right, open your science books to page 157. You can make a model of a beaver dam. So you are going to need these materials in order to make a dam. You're first going to fill the plastic container with sand or mud. Let's read the materials first. So safety goggles, you might need something over your eyes if you have something, sunglasses. You just don't want to get sand or dirt in your eyes. You're going to need a plastic container, sand or mud, craft sticks or even little sticks from outside, rocks, and water. So you're going to put some water in a container. Well, first, before you do the water, I apologize. You're going to fill the container with sand or mud. You're going to dig a path for the river. That's where the water is going to go. You're going to choose a spot to build a dam. Remember how the beaver built a dam? So to make your dam, you're going to use the sticks, either craft sticks or sticks from outside, and rocks, because you're going to try to block the water from flowing. And then you're going to test your dam. Now you add the water to that river path and see if it blocks the water, just like the beavers do. So try to do that with an adult, of course. Don't do it by yourself. You either need an older sibling or your mom or dad. So have them help you with this. On page 158, I want you to draw a picture of what happened to the river that you made and what happened when you created that dam. So draw a picture showing me, because I want to see how your little investigation went. So on page 158, I want a nice drawing. Good job. Now turn to page 159. All right, remember our essential question. How do animals change the environment? Let's write the answer. What did we learn about how animals change the environment? Well, some animals, they build homes. Some animals change the water flow as they build their homes, like beavers. How about some animals making burrows in the ground? They help make plants grow, right? And some animals eat plants and then they disperse seeds, right? So many different ways that animals change the environment. So write a few ways how you learned animals change the environment. Good job, superstars. Until next time, bye.